just like this, and then we can watch the time on that too. How you good?
What's up, everyone? Phil and I wanted to start this whole. I don't know what you call this. What do you call this?
I don't know. A networking, mentoring, life struggle share.
Any
success.
Yeah. We wanted to start something because we feel like a lot of us have to go through so many problems and issues, and we're afraid
Start where we connected first.
Okay, so a few years ago, I started a fitness journey, and I've always been around fitness with playing sports when I was younger, and like really working out has always been an outlet for me personally since I was young. But after I stopped playing, just kind of got into bad habits, bad routines, and eventually had to start all over again as far as the fitness journey. Anyway, so I started a fitness journey, and then back then in 2015, I followed. So Phil had started a group, T-Flex. I know a lot of you follow already. They started a group in 2000, way before.
2013, but 14 is when we competed.
Right, and I started following them in 2015, and just by watching their stuff and trying to copy and I would say make mine, I guess. All of their workouts, the way they ate, really to help me like lose weight and feel better about myself. Really, that was the whole deal. It was just I used them because that motivated me to go to the gym, to wake up every morning, to eat right, to get on track, and that's pretty much how we connected. So fast forward to what, 2 years, almost 2 years, and then I moved out into this area in Eagle Mountain, and then I was in the Saratoga Springs, Vasa, and my dude walked in. I'm following him back on social media for a while, but that's the first time we met, which is another, social media gets a bad rap, and I spend too much time on social media myself. My wife would be like, "Get the hell off, nobody you ain't in high school, get off of there, nobody care about your pictures." But anyways, so Matt walked in, I was like, dude, game recognized game, I wanted to say what's up. So I went and said what's up, and anyways, he shared with me just that, how, hey man, like you guys sharing kind of your blood, sweat, and tears along the way really helped to, refocus, his game and take, and then this is all just fitness, the fitness piece of it. But something that he talked about was like how, as he was doing that, it helped him to feel better. And back 2013, 2014, when I started, sharing and like started posting publicly about that stuff, I used to get a lot of people who would say that. And that's really where it made me feel good, to connect with other people. But that connection, I just kind of, I don't know, I think I let a lot of negative self-talk. I thought I told you, like self-doubt get into my head not as far as my own training, not as far as my own, because I train because that's just what I enjoy doing. That's my pattern. That's my therapy every day. But as far as like what my impact actually is on other people, and not that I aspire, or not that you aspire to impact other people, but it's been, it's pretty incredible as far as how people are able to connect when you're being real about the struggle of it. And so reconnecting with Matt really sparked that fire back in me of to freaking do something with yourself. In the aspect of why the hell not share? Right.
If other people are being impacted.
Right. I mean, and a lot of you, for those of you who are watching, like have reached out to Phil, like I have, or me, and it like for us, it's like, yeah, I know the struggle because I was that same way. Like I was going through those same things, those same thoughts, self-doubt,
and discouragement and
That's what I want to talk about though, because this isn't a fitness channel. We'll talk about fitness because it's tools, principles
right.
that have, or for me anyways, so I don't put words in your mouth, but tools, principles that have translated into other areas of my life. That's what it is. So this is like, I don't want this. We wanted to come together because our vision wanted to be bigger than that. As far as that impact, how can we impact by sharing our story or sharing our struggle, or at least spotlighting or
Right.
others as well that we've come across along the way. And so that's where this idea has kind of come from of what this channel is or is going to be.
It's going to be. It has the potential to be, I think, more.
Because there's still a lot. There's still a lot. I know that's because you kind of touched here and there about things that you've dealt with in your life.
Oh yeah.
That are soup. And you guys know, for Polynesians out there, there's a lot of topics that should be addressed in society because they affect society, but we just like
brush it off.
So fitness used to be one of these. So back in 2013, like I've actually competed since 2008. But I was real quiet. I told my immediate family that was it. I wasn't real open about it because it was all like, man, this nigga trying to think. Who is he trying to be? Some, pretty boy, whatever. But my family was real open and, they were real supportive. But it wasn't until later in 2013, 2014, where we started to be more public about it, be more outward about it. But it still was kind of like, these niggas think they are
right,
this,
and it's
whatever.
still like that, and like I go through the same thing with my family, with my friends. It's the same way, like that attitude of like, man, this dude ain't, who's this dude to say like he's just one of us? Like, yeah, I'm one of you guys, but at the same time, it's like
He's just one of us. That's another topic we need to talk about later.
There's just a lot,
because there is a lot of there is a lot of he's just one of us, so he can't do that. He's like us. He can't do that.
Right.
And honestly, I've let that mentality get back at me for other things that, like, if it was just me, provide for my family, my own talents, my own skills, my own direct, how I impact myself. Head up, dude. I don't back down from anybody. Win or lose, I don't care.
Right.
But when it comes to actually wanting to make an impact and step out and share more and do more, Matt can't do that. You know what I mean? Who does he think he is to do that? He ain't Gary Vaynerchuk.
Hey,
we love
man.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
I do.
But he ain't Gary Vaynerchuk. He's like us. He can't do that.
And that's why we wanted to make this kind of pay or video content to help everybody understand that we all go through the struggles. Like that whole attitude that we were just talking about so I just barely started competing with powerlifting. And so it's interesting because like my immediate family is doing the same thing with his immediate family supported. Mine was like, well, what are you doing that for? Like, why are you gonna go do that?
You can't do that.
And even more like, I just said, screw it. I'm gonna go do me. I know I'm strong. I know I worked my butt off for years and struggled with like having self issues, like struggling with that. And then it just made competing even more desirable for myself personally, and then
understand that that's so going back to like why we're wanting to do this, what our ultimate goal is, and this is just one of the hows.
Right.
We sat down with someone and kind of talked about, hey, this is where we want to go ultimately, and ultimately we want to be able to impact others. I ain't trying to motivate anybody. I can't give you motivation. You can't give me motivation, but you can rekindle that what I had inside me, right?
Right.
So I ain't trying to give you anything, but I am trying to share. And if you can connect with what I share, or if you can connect with what Matt shares, then that's where we want to go. Ultimately, we want to get to a point where we create this network or this connection, right?
Right.
So this is all one shot. We're taking one shot, like no cuts, hell on professional video, but I want it to be real and genuine.
Just got cut off.
Man, and I just, yeah. I just got done saying we're not going to cut these videos, but I'm going to have to piece these videos together. But, because someone called, but I got it on airplane mode now. Anyways, you're talking about some of our whys, or at least, why we're doing this. So I'm doing this because of the effect that the physical, kind of the physical fitness, how I use that as a tool in my life to balance, my self-esteem, balance my self-confidence, how I interact with people, how I interact at work, how I seek opportunities, like the confidence that it gives me, that routine gives me, and how that's translated into other areas of my life. But also because in sharing that in the past, people have expressed how they've connected with that message, the wins and the losses, how they've connected with that. And so my big thing is I want to be able to connect. How do I connect with people, not only within sports or fitness, but business-wise? I want to be, I want to branch out into other areas. And as I look around and people that I've met along the way, there's so many people that I'm connected with that have showed me so many different versions of success, what their individual success is. And, I want to be able to share my own story, wins and losses, also showcase others' wins and losses. And, this is one of our tools of how we want to do that. So I wanted to jump in with Matt to do this YouTube channel to start that, get that ball rolling as far as how we're going to connect with other people on more than just fitness.
Right. And so both of our whys really go hand in hand. For me, it's I wanted to connect with people who have and are going through those similar struggles of like that self-doubt and being afraid of what other people think about you, or if you the way you look or the way you're going to do something, because it really stops you from achieving your greatest when you have those thoughts or you have those outside opinions, because then you start thinking to yourself, and that like little small talk that you have personally, like for me, I've struggled with that, and it's come from like people that are really close for me, and so like that's what I wanted to do, and then share like so I helped start a transportation company, and just my ventures with being a businessman or trying to be a businessman, trying to run a business, going through those functions, I think has really helped me kind of take what I've learned, the lessons that I've learned in the gym and working out and fitness in general, and has helped me really with my day-to-day operations with what I do business-wise, how I go in to close a deal or to talk to clients, or just to be I don't know how to say it, but how fitness and building that confidence in the gym, doing the things that I'm good at, has helped me build confidence in doing things outside of the gym, like with running the company, with reaching out or helping whoever it is that reaches out to me personally. And really that's why. I mean,
well, something that we've both talked about as well, and that I kind of think about to myself, is like sounds totally meathead, dude, straight up meathead, but for me, because there were a lot of insecurities, especially like my own career, right? Like I don't have a degree. That was like that hung over my head for a long time, and it still does at times, because like I'd be stacked up going into interviews or whatever against people who have maybe not the same experience that I have, but have the paper,
piece of paper.
So something like that. But something that I've talked about, as far as how does my fitness, or how does the whole exercise and whatever translate over into other areas. One, there's studies out there, and I can't cite the studies, but there's studies out there that show the positive impact of regular exercise, regular, eating better for your body, eating healthier, being health conscious. There are studies that show those positive impacts
Right.
to someone's health, right? Aside of that, in the weight room, that's like that levels everything. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what degree you got. You still in the weight room.
You
We
gotta
all the
put
same.
work.
Yeah, you gotta start from whatever 1 pound to get to. Nobody's gonna come in and deadlift 700 pounds. You didn't come in and just deadlift 700
No.
pounds, right? So everybody's got to start from
Right.
somewhere. But there are steps along the way to do that. So there's a goal. So competing on stage. There's a goal set for me to get my fat ass on stage. I've got this long to do it. This is what I'm gonna have to do that. And in order for me to get there, I'm gonna have to execute. Matt ain't gonna die. He can't diet for me, or he can't lift for me, right? So in regards to my own career, how does that translate? Well, this is what I want to accomplish. These are steps that I'm gonna have to do to get there. I'm gonna have to execute those steps along the way, but just like in prepping for competing, man, I've had so many people around me that have taught me or been open to sharing their experience, been open to teaching me new techniques, new things, suggestions. Some I didn't take, some I did take, but they helped me to improve and to execute on my plan. And so, same thing in my own career. I've also come into contact with so many people, either my bosses or peers or people that have reported to me even, or friends of friends who have helped me to fine tune my own skills, find some confidence in my own skills, and then that has all contributed to helping me execute and achieve my success is.
Right. Yeah, and so part of this whole thing, we really wanted to just be as raw as possible, and for like Phil was saying with I don't even know. I just went blank.
What can we expect in our weekly videos? We want to try to do this weekly. Every Friday we want to try to drop. We don't have a title yet, but like a Flex Friday video. I don't know. We try to drop a video. We don't even got a name yet.
But yeah, we want to help. For those of you who do take the time to watch whatever this is going to be, to put people who we feel like are successful, even small time success. For me at least, I don't have a meaning to define success in my life. I really feel like I'm just gonna go and I know that I'm gonna work my butt off to achieve whatever it is success is. I haven't really kind of defined that whole thing, but we wanted to reach out to people who have
one who we admire,
right, but have gone through those or has experienced their success, because it could be small. It could be as small as, like Zach, for instance.
Yeah,
is a realtor. He does that, and he does a really great job at it. That's huge.
You know how little success. You know how and this sounds. But these are things I want to talk about. But no joke, growing up in my family, it was not this isn't good or bad reflection of my family. It's just what it was. Growing up in my family, if you got married and you didn't live in your parents' basement right away, not because you're building a house or something like that, but if your only option was to live in your basement, if you didn't have to do that, I'm dead serious. That was man, that's my goal. My goal is when I get married, that I can support my wife. We can get our own apartment and whatever.
Right.
But defining success, we're not here to define your success or anything. I just want to share my own our experiences, and we would like other people to share. People that we know. Zach is another one. This dude is a freaking foreigner. Yeah. But achieving his success here with his own family and whatever your success looks like. So if you are watching and you're one of the people that we have in mind, just stay tuned and stay ready
because you're gonna be on right here.
Because we're gonna show up at your house. Cause we got our high tech equipment. Got my cell phone and Matt's cell phone.
Hey, it works. Whatever works though, man.
Yeah,
whatever works.
So, So we want to. I mean, if we interview someone, obviously we'll have some questions.
Right.
But our goal is to have this raw and uncut, unscripted.
And really, just to hear, like, we just want to hear their stories.
I think everything. Yeah, dude. I think personal development, physical health development. Matt and I are both into like audiobooks. There are some big time influencers out there that we follow. You follow on Instagram. I've got a book, an audio book club, because nigga can't read. I got an audio book club. So I think one video a month. We want to talk about, hey, what are you doing for self development? What am I doing? What have you taken away from that book? What are you doing next? So that'll be one video. One video a month. We'd like to showcase somebody, and we've got a lot of people close to us. And that's another thing too. I think people should pay attention who's around you and who those successes are, and not be like he can't do that. He's like us, but like appreciate what it is and what we can absorb from that.
One and then be open to like talking to them. I think my biggest struggle was that like I failed. I was always scared to reach out to different people, and it even came down to like reaching out to an uncle who runs a company out in Oregon and has multiple franchises. Like I was always afraid to reach out to him for advice or for anything or just to talk. Like I think a lot of us and me
Dude,
myself
it's America.
specific.
It's America,
like, struggle
dude.
with that, man.
I live in a townhome. My neighbors, I can see their kitchen right there, but they ain't ever trying to talk to it. And I'll be honest, I ain't trying to talk to them either. So it's a problem.
I mean, just be open to reaching out. I mean, if you know about someone who's doing something who you see every day or see every other day, like, hey, bro, like with Phil, like I was happy that he came and talked to me at the gym, because for me it was like, dang, like I looked up to these guys privately, like secretly on my own, just following them on Instagram, and so when he came out and talked to me, I was like, dang, let's go. So really we want to, I don't know.
That's what we do. Want to connect. Connect. Like I want to connect. I need to do a better job of connecting with just everybody around me, honestly. But I have certainly come into contact with people who have just changed my perspective on things. Changed my perspective on my own capabilities and my own skills. And so, hopefully we're able to do that, So
yeah, I think that's good, dude.
Yeah, man. So we'll have to figure out a name for this video and figure out a name for our channel. And anyways, try to keep it raw and uncut. And hopefully you guys follow, subscribe, share. Also link in there our other social media stuff as well for, specific to our fitness and things that we do like that. But yeah.
And if you see us, say what's up.
Say what's up.
Don't
say
be
what's
afraid.
up.
It's all good. We're like I told these guys in the gym, we all on the same level.
Hey, thanks for watching.